From the site that many call the loudest in the NFL, we are inside Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle with the Baltimore Ravens. Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And we are underway from Arrowhead.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Yellow. Stop your whining. Hey, 43, 15.
Now Williams. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They stick to the ground game on 1st down. It's Williams. And now the juke. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. From the gun, it's a run for Williams. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Oh, he's going to go for it all. And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. Travis Kelce, 33 yards. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. And he's such a talented tight end, just creates nightmarish-type matchups on the other side.
He's so good that when we say tight end, we're almost damning him with faint praise, aren't we? Because he can do it all. He's as good as any receiver in the NFL.
Well, that's the deal. He's a wide receiver, just in a bigger body.
Bigger body, a matchup nightmare, and who's going to cover him? When I sit in the film session, I just look at the coach and say, really? Really? You're going to yell at me? You go cover him.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. From the gun, Jackson. It's brought in here by Willie Snead. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. To throw again on 2nd down. Jackson, catch is made by Marquise Brown. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. So not his arm, but hurting him with his legs. A gain of 19 on the keeper and a 1st down. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 35-yard line. Jackson hit, and he lost the football.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Ready? Pittsburgh. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
And the former Heisman winner, this is Mark Ingram. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
He's going to let this go for the end zone. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a fourth down decision.
So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. He finds Roberts, complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. 21 yards there, a big play on 4th down. They'll fake the give to Ingram. Now Jackson. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
53, check 53. Hey, don't get nervous. Check 53, check 53.
To throw is Jackson. To throw again. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
Fourth down, here's Jackson. Flush to his right. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. The sack comes from Anthony Hitchens. Well, I guess they wanted to get that touchdown right back on their first drive, but failed to do so.
And what they have to be careful of is pushing so hard to stay right there, to stay even with their opponent, that they gas themselves out. You know, it's almost like horse racing. Sometimes you don't want to take your horse right to the front and let him do all the work, and then someone catch him at the end and pass him up. You want to make sure you moderate what you're doing along the way and then go for the big finish.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. The safety that time, Tony Jefferson, there on the coverage. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Out of the pistol, here's Williams. And here's another tackle made at the line. So they're converging well on the football now. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd.
Back to you. I'm going back to you. Yellow. Check 48's the mic. Check 48's the mic. I'm coming, baby. I'm coming, baby. Woo!
From the gun, it's Mahomes. Flushed out right. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. On 4th down, on is Dustin Colquitt to kick this away. Back deep for Kansas City, DeAnthony Thomas. Fielded just inside the 20. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go-around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Well, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. Now this throw caught left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards the pickup there. This is Ingram on 1st and 10. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
They find some open field here. There goes Mark Ingram. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Ingram, 48 yards, as they are now on the board here in the first half. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency. Move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. From the 30 on 2nd down, Mahomes, and going deep for Hill. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. He was trying to get it to Tyreek Hill that time, and that'll make it 3rd down. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. They'll run it with Williams. And this play going to be stopped in its tracks at the 32, and obviously well short of the first down. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
Come on, dudes. Go to sleep. Go to sleep. Go to sleep, nigga.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. They do go for it. It's Mahomes eluding the pressure right. And it is incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Hey, check. Switch it. Check 13.
They run from the pistol with Ingram. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. On 2nd and a yard, Jackson steps away to his left. He's got the first down inside the 10. And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. A 23-yard run. And the Ravens have taken the lead. And maybe the defense got so caught up in him throwing the football, they forgot he can take off too.
And you often hear about the quarterback being the unaccounted for guy as a runner. Well, even on a passing play, he's unaccounted for as a runner, and he turned it into a nice gain.
A very nice run, and it turns into 6 points. No, he missed the PAT. No good on the extra point, so a letdown there. And this will stay a 6-point ball game. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Tucker now to add the point after. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. That 7-0 lead in there is short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula to get them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action.
Race don't travel. Race don't travel.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Mahomes. He'll hit Watkins on the crossing route. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City first. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 42-yard line.
15. Fix the mic. Why? Who? Mike, 36. Mike, 15.
On 2nd down, it's Williams. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside.
Yellow. Mike, 36. Mike, 36. Yeah, let's get Sam lunch.
From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes. Escaping the pressure right.
Bro,
Able to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
I think you put just a little bit too much heat on that one. When you throw it to the outside, you do have to be careful because you got to keep it away from the defender, but you also have to give your own guy a chance too.
They failed once in this spot earlier, but the offense will stay out to go for it on 4th down. Here we go, 4th down, Mahomes. Rolling to his right. He'll fire a desperation throw for the end zone. This is caught by Hill for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 54 yards, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. That certainly went against the traditional ways of playing football, but who cares? Look at the result. Big touchdown.
They went for it on their own side of the 50. So there's conservative, there's aggressive. And there's really aggressive, which is what we just saw there. Tip of the cap to them.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime.
What's wrong, bitch? You gotta outside. No, we don't. Get in the bed, nigga. Get up there. Come on. Up. Dude.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
The Ravens take over first and 10.
Let's go!
At their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And we're under a minute to go here in what's been an even first half, all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. Couple completions, you string them together, could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Now on second and 13. Jackson, he's going to loft one deep left side here. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Hollywood Brown, the intended receiver, but now it's third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Here's Jackson. And he's got Snead. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. They'll throw on first down with Jackson. And an alley to run. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half.
56 to Mike, boy. 56. Check 56. I got him.
Throwing again on second down. Jackson. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. He was looking for Mark Ingram there. And it's third and short. They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's third and 1.
You ready, Rick? Let's go, baby.
Jackson from the shotgun. He gets it to Brown.
They
Complete.
played.
For a Ravens touchdown. Hollywood, Marquise Brown in the final seconds of the first half, as his guys are able to regain the lead. Well, that's a heck of a response to regain the lead after we had seen the touchdown to tie the game.
I would say what we just saw there was a great amount of poise, because typically when teams tie the game up, it's a little bit of a, how would you say, you kind of take a step back and have to get yourself regrouped. They regrouped in a hurry, didn't they? They attacked back after they'd been tied.
And in a big way, that was a statement-long touchdown.
I know this man ain't taking me back. They play.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
I'm not doing that out.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
They play.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. This is taken at the 3.
I will run up to your house.
And he will be marked down right there at the 20-yard line.
At their own 20-yard line.
Whoa.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
And he swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, so it was looking good, but nothing there, and now it's 3rd down and inches. And how about the dime look here? 6 DBs on 3rd and inches.
Daring them to run the ball.
Again, they'll run with Ingram.
No, stop giving him that, bro. Come on, Ryan. Come on.
And he'll be marked down all the way inside the KC 10. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead, give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. From the gun, it's Jackson. And it's 6 points for the Baltimore Ravens. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit, get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, the second half, no matter what, whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever, this was a big score to start the second half.
Tucker with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
I don't know what I gotta do.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. He's going to float this one deep right side. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far, as his guys are back within a single score. Point after, right down the middle. And they're within 7 now at 28-21.
Go over there. Go to sleep, bro. Lay down and go to sleep. Go to sleep.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
56, check 56. I'm coming for you, son. Mike 56, Mike 56. Oh, you got deep?
2nd and 10. Here's Jackson again. Roberts got it. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The Ravens get a new set of downs, give them 17 on that pickup. Play action. It's Jackson. He'll buy some time right. He'll try and run it. And he's got a first down and then some at midfield. And down right around the 37. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
I think the last 2 plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy because you know he can throw the football, But how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those two that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you. Jackson, and that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. He was looking for Nick Boyle that time. That'll bring up second down. Trying to get their tight end involved finally. That's the first time that they've looked his way. He's kind of been a forgotten man in this offensive scheme.
Yeah, it didn't look his way at all in the first half, and I'll bet you the offense coordinator made a note at the half and said, let's get him involved because he could be a big-time playmaker for us.
To throw once more on second and 10. Jackson. Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. And who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
These kickers now, used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now, seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Here's Mahomes to throw. Looking for Kelsey on the deep ball.
That's a terrible pass.
And nearly picked off there, and it would have been a great time for their first pick. Instead, it's 2nd down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
Throwing now is Mahomes. And it's complete to Kelsey. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now here's Mahomes. Sliding out of the pocket. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So line of scrimmage still at 39 on 2nd and 10. A give to Williams, running right. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave them with a 3rd down and 6 to go.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Tight is right. Yellow. Check. 4 down. Charlie, rush in.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. This is caught by Hill for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 57 yards. As they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. It's been quite the game for him individually. A trio of touchdown catches now.
So pick a route, any route. Whatever you want him to run, he's going to do it and do it.
Sit down, Mom. Come on. Come on.
And end up in the end zone. This has really been fun to watch.
Butker now to add the extra point. And the lead is down to a field goal now. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted.
And at the end of it, he's stripped. Ball comes loose. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
We're back now in KC. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson, a 4-yard touchdown scamper as the Ravens push further out in front. Not the first time on this drive we saw him take matters into his own hands, and this time he finishes things off with a touchdown run.
You're not going to be happy with me, but I think he took matters into his own feet, didn't he?
Oh, Davis from the top rope. I like it. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that, they had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
That goes for a Chiefs first down, 14 yards. Mahomes now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's first and 10.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Yellow. Yeah. 48. Not track. 48 Mike. You better bring it. You better bring it. I'm letting you know right now. 15. Check. Lucky.
Off the draw, here's Williams. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Looking downfield for Kelsey. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down. Fair to say the secondary play, whichever side you're on, hasn't really been a glowing exhibition so far, but a nice job there to prevent a long completion.
I agree with you, but at some point, someone had to make a play and try and stop this exhibition of almost speed racing that we've been watching, huh?
Yeah, it has been quarterback and receiver dominated. Mahomes looking to throw on 3rd and 2. He is going to find Hill here. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City first down. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 right at the 40.
Hey, Sunday.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Looking for Kelsey. And this is caught inside the 5. That one good for 37 yards. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead. That's going to leave them with just one remaining here in this fourth quarter. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football. And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown run, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Nice job of polishing off that drive, but all the credit there goes to that play prior.
Yeah, it certainly does, because after that big play, I think resistance almost felt futile at that point, didn't it? And the very next play, they come right back, quick, fast, and in a hurry, and put it in the end zone.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. A little less than 4 minutes remaining, and the margin for error is small with this slim lead. Operate within your 4-minute offense here, Charles?
Definitely. And remember, the 4-minute offense doesn't always correspond to what's up on the clock. What they need to do is play a little bit of keep away right now. Run the clock down. Make sure their opponent doesn't get the ball back. Their dream scenario, get enough first downs and make them eat up their timeouts so the game ends when you're kneeling down with the football.
He goes all the time. Yo.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Now a handoff to Ingram. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing, in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
On 2nd and 11 now. Jackson nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Chris Jones breaking through to get him to the ground. It's a loss of 7. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And for Jackson, this may be a free play.
What happened?
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
Bro, they gave somebody offside, bro.
So, of course, they declined that there. They knew they had the free play. They got great yardage out of it.
It's kind of like when we were at dinner last night. You saw me reach for the check, so you ordered dessert on top of it, right? You say you had the free play.
Yeah.
Right? You already had what you needed. Go ahead and get a little more on top. I like it.
Check 52.
After the penalty, it's Ingram. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 48-yard line.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. Ingram again. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Seventh play of the drive forthcoming on 3rd and 8. Jackson to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Chris Jones picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
This man gonna waste all my time.
Here's Sam Cook now, as he's on a punt for the first time this afternoon. He'll send this one into the Midwestern air, and it's a good one. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Look at the clock. Everyone knows the situation. Probably time here for one final play.
And we know what that play is going to be. It's got to be some sort of Hail Mary, throwing it towards the end zone and hoping someone can catch it or catch it off of a tip. Think back to 2015. Didn't we see Green Bay pull that off twice in the season? Once in the regular season, once in the playoffs. So stranger